off.
Hey, Coach.
I
Can't hear.
can't.
How's it going? It looked like these players that played together for a couple of years, the way they came out in that second half. Obviously the contributions you got offensively from Alana and Courtney were huge, but just talk about the defense starting from about midway through the third quarter through the game.
Yeah, we were a little disappointed just in terms of our paint coverage. Obviously, the 30 points in the first half, points in the paint were just not what we were after, and it probably took us till midway through the third quarter to really understand where we needed to be and how they were getting the easy stuff. And once we corrected that and got a little bit harder for them to score in the paint, we were able to force into maybe a little bit harder shots. I thought we wore them down a little bit. Some of their players that play heavy minutes were having to do hard things. So that's about when we hit our stride, and we were able to, I think we converted a couple of those. That's the other thing we're trying to do, is the stops and the score, and trying to get those conversions, and we did that in that stretch.
Just talk about I think Alana, that was a career high for her tonight in points, and just the stats across the board for Courtney.
Yeah, even Atlanta's across the board stats, played darn near 36 minutes in a really hard game. I mean, the front court for both teams really played, with their front court getting 35, their starters, and ours getting 42. I mean, that's, those four players were really good. But Lan was filled at 3-point line, got the fouling, got rebounded, 4 block shots. I mean, so she did a number of things well. And you talked about Court. I mean, Courtney's I believe just a second Lynx player to get this line of 10 plus points, 5 plus rebounds, 7 plus assists, or 5 plus assists, whatever it is, 5 plus steals. So really impressive stat line for her, at the top of the offense. And I thought Natisha Heidemann's minutes, I thought BC's minutes were really good. Natisha's minutes really important, particularly in the second half. She ended up having 5 assists, and so it was a lot of contributions at different times. And I thought Diamond's third quarter, was the better part of her minutes as well.
Terry.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. I was going to ask about Natisha. Just you mentioned being able to come off the bench and dish out 5 assists, converter only 3. Just impacted the game in a lot of ways. We talked about the things she can do throughout training camp. But does it feel like a type of dynamic that you haven't had last year or even in the last couple of years that she's able to provide in that role?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're at the point now where we don't need to talk about the years past. I think let's just really lock in on, what these players are doing. I think in the chemistry, that they formed pretty quickly. I thought Natisha's ball pressure, we talked about that, right, when we acquired her, that that's something we're really asking for from her. And I thought she was very hard to play against and really was competing and, just making life hard, for the person that was trying to run the offense. And she had a couple nice possessions offensively where she was seeking the paint, got to the rim. She had a nice wing to corner pass with a basket cut that led to a layup. Her minutes were big, and probably could have gone a little longer in the fourth before I went back to Courtney, because T was playing fine, but yeah, I mean, I liked the the point guard combinations of Courtney and T, like they give you something different.
Obviously, the expectations for T this season are sky high. I know it's only one game, but just how did you assess her night, especially playing with players like Lan and Courtney?
Yeah,
see them in regular season action together.
I thought Fee was really good. She's just one of those players that, as hard as it is, as hard as maybe calls weren't necessarily going, our forwards' way. I thought Nneka Ezzy were pretty physical, and we needed to learn, you know, that we had to be physically tough. And I thought that Fee sort of found her way in this game, you know, and how to use that against an opponent. And obviously Fee knows how to do that, but kind of doing it in a game situation for the first time this season, you know, 12 rebounds, you know, and a couple block shots and, you know, a steal. And, you know, she's pretty darn good.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome. Anything else? All right. Good night, y'all. See you soon.